rendition of the events, have you?
No, the totality of the investigation is contradictory to his story.
I'm not speaking of your impression. I'm speaking of what Mr. Taylor has said and done. There has been nothing inconsistent with that.
You mean the statements he has made?
Correct.
Correct. He maintained the same story.
Thank you.
You read the record.
Messages that were just handed to you that was inferred that Ms. Benning was dating someone else, these all precede January of 2023. Is that correct?
Yes, they do.
And it is during the time when she is not even seeing Mr. Taylor. Is that correct?
The timestamp on the first page they sent me is on September 30th. And then there's a few more messages throughout October. And then there's one on November 3rd, 4th.
Again, she didn't ask me for the dates. She just asked, was it during the time frame they were
It was
dating?
not during the time frame that Mr. Taylor reconnected with Ms. Benning
Correct.
at the beginning of
He
2023.
said correct.
Correct, yes.
And your investigation, did it uncover any evidence that Ms. Benning was trying to self-harm herself or her unborn baby?
No.
Did it reveal the opposite?
Yes.
And specifically, what you're looking for in the apartment, were you expecting to find a bottle of poison sitting out on the counter?
No.
Your investigation, did it reveal that Ms. Benning wanted to be in a relationship with Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
And when she asked you if Mr. Taylor had said anything inconsistent, you reviewed the body-worn camera footage and his statements to the officers and Detective Smith at the hospital. Is that correct?
Yes.
And specifically, he told them that she threw up. I
Objection.
called my dad. And,
Testifying and reading the witness.
Will that be rule of objection?
and I called 911, correct?
That's correct.
And you had information to the contrary. Isn't that correct?
Objection. She's leading the witness. This is not
Okay. I don't, you want to rephrase your question about what you're meaning?
Did Mr. Taylor tell you any of the statements that Nigea Jackson told you that she heard Jade Benning say to Mr. Taylor on that call, that 6-minute and 9-second call?
No, when I spoke to him, he omitted that until I specifically asked about it.
Did he omit it not only to you, but to every officer that spoke to him?
Yes, every body camera footage that I reviewed, he omitted that.
So that was not consistent in any way, shape, or form.
That's correct. So the statement he volunteered.
That's where you get into
Yes.
15 other questions.
And the 911 call specifically contradicted that, because on the 911 call, he said that Ms. Benning was throwing up at the end of the call. When everything else he said before is she threw up, I called my dad, I called
She's
911.
testifying
Okay,
and
hang
reading.
on. What is your question, if you can narrow it down a little bit?
My question is, you had information to the contrary, correct?
Yes. Well, I'm sorry.
Why
Could you
don't
rephrase that?
ask
I'm
me
sorry.
Your question.
Detective Reese, on the 911 call, he said that's when she threw up, correct?
Yes, I remember hearing him say she threw up on the 911 call.
And he told the officers, all three of them at the hospital, she threw up, I called my dad, then I called 911.
That's correct.
And Your Honor, if I can show Detective Reese a portion of exhibit with Tom Miller, it is exhibit 29. This is that 6-minute
Oh,
and
you got it up? Okay.
6-minute and 9-second call that Miss Benning calls Nigea Jackson. It ends at 9:35:36, and the 911 call is placed at 9:38:58.
Correct.
The next page in this exhibit, can you describe what is shown here?
On that line number 427, that was a phone call placed from Mr. Taylor's phone to a number that I determined belonged to his father for a duration of about 30 seconds.
And can you point to the line item and read out the last 4 digits of the phone number that Mr. Taylor's phone called?
6766.
And can you read out the specific time that that call was placed?
9:38, which is 21:38.
9:38 and 13 seconds, is that correct?
Oh, yes, correct, in the 13
Can
seconds.
you circle it, and can you please explain the next column that has the UTC time?
Yes.
And so
So-
we have the 911 call is at the exact time of 9:38:58, correct?
Yes, that's the one right below it. And the explanation for the UTC time, phone records, many of the records kept by social media companies, most of the electronic digital records we get from companies, all the time is kept in UTC because UTC does not change, and it's universal coordinated time. When we're in our winter months, our time here locally is 6 hours behind UTC.
Okay, but it is 9:38:58 when 911 is called, and Mr. Taylor calls his dad at 9:38:13, correct?
Correct.
And the call with Miss Jackson is at 9:35:36, correct?
Yes.
I'm sorry, can we take that part down?
Detective Reese, you were asked about different types of drugs in your conversations with the toxicologist. Did you specifically speak with the toxicologist, in this case as well as Dr. Carney, about liquid cocaine?
Yes, we talked about.
And did
Okay.
they provide you with
Information about that.
I did receive some, I guess you could say Dr. Carney kind of educated me on cocaine toxicity.
Did you talk to Dr. Brugaleri and the other crime lab people about liquid cocaine and its connection to the evidence in this case?
About the, yes, I talked, yes.
And did you speak to them as well as research whether or not liquid cocaine was a lethal substance?
I did research about it.
And what did your investigation reveal about if you put liquid cocaine in someone's drink?
That it is highly dangerous.
And when you say dangerous, what do you mean?
Can cause severe medical consequences. It listed off various things, but it seemed anything from serious medical problems to death.
And her questioning included asking you about an affidavit. That affidavit was from March 6th of 2023. Is that correct? Just the date of the affidavit.
Yes.
And that was very early on in the investigation, wasn't it, Detective Reese?
Yes. That
Have
was
you
very-
done multiple follow-up interviews since then and additional information?
Yes.
And all of the information that you have obtained and all of the interviews you have done with Ms. Jackson, have you been able to corroborate every piece of the information she provided that night?
Yes.
And additionally, have you been able to corroborate Ms. Diddy and the information that she provided?
Yes.
And you were contacted by a defense investigator before Mr. Taylor moved away from Nashville, Tennessee. Is that correct?
I don't recall being contacted by a defense investigator.
Okay, but you said that there was an attorney that contacted you before, while he was here, before he went to Utah.
No, I said I contacted his attorney.
You
That-
contacted his attorney
Yes.
about his defense investigator.
Yes, it was. I believe the reason for my calling was because of Nigeria expressing concern over a defense investigator showing up at her house or calling her or something to that effect. That had been brought to my attention.
And was
And-
that close in time to this incident?
I don't remember exactly when that was. So
What was it in
it was.
somewhere between March and June of 2023, or was it a year later?
I believe that was more into the summer months, maybe around June or July.
June or July of 2023, you knew that he had a defense investigator and an attorney.
I definitely knew by then, yes.
Thank you, Detective Reese.
Oh, you have other questions?
I do, Your Honor.
Okay.
There was some talk on redirect
What is
about
your question?
the timing.
What is your
Ms.
question?
Jackson called
What is
Ms.
your question? It starts with a question.
Did Ms. Jackson receive the phone call from Ms. Benning at 9:29?
Yes, that was the timestamp on there.
And didn't she say that it lasted about 6 minutes and over?
I believe so.
And that would take us to around 9:35, 9:36, right?
Correct.
He said a redirect. It ended at 9:35:36.
And he called 911 at he called his father at 9:38 and 13 seconds, as Ms. Norman had stated, correct?
Yes,
That call with his father lasted about 30 seconds.
that's correct.
That would take us to 9:38 and 43 seconds.
Correct.
And within 15 seconds, accounting for dialing the number and the phone ringing, he was on the call with 911 at 9:38 and 58 seconds.
Yes, that's correct.
And he was on the call with 911 for 6 minutes and 9 seconds, correct?
That sounds about right. Correct.
Objection, that is actually incorrect. It's 8 minutes and 55 seconds.
I'm sorry, even better. 8 minutes and 55 seconds. So that takes us to when Ms. Jackson says she calls back at 9:47 and Mr. Taylor answered the phone.
I would have to look back at the record to verify the time on that.
And if they were on the phone for 2 minutes, and before Mr. Taylor gets off the phone with Ms. Jackson, he says he hears sirens, that would take us roughly around 9:49, wouldn't it?
If it's a 2-minute phone call at 9:47, that would go to about 9:49.
Are you aware that EMS arrived at the apartment at 9:48?
Yes,
And wouldn't that be consistent with Mr. Taylor telling Ms. Jackson, I think I hear EMS?
did he? I believe he told Miss Jackson. I thought it was the 911 operator.
He told him that as well, didn't he?
Was he on the phone with her at the same time?
A
I don't believe so. I'm not sure, but I do know he said that while to the 911 operator.
Correct. And so that would be consistent with what he heard also.
Yes, that's consistent with him hearing sirens at the time of their arrival.
And in regards to the quote-unquote liquid cocaine, you have not found in all the devices or anything that you looked for on February 25th of the 11 devices that you saw that Mr. Taylor had in his possession on February 25th of 2023, any connection with Mr. Taylor and liquid cocaine or any drugs on that day, do you?
I didn't search any of his devices. I searched the iCloud.
This is iCloud connecting to his devices?
Yes,
And you didn't see anything, did you?
not in the iCloud, no.
Thank you.
Anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. You can step back. Who's the witness?
Apple Benning.
Apple
What
Benning.
would you like me to do with all these?
You just wait.